Good morning to everyone. In the previous video, we had already seen about the line of symmetry. So dear student, in the previous two video, I had explained you about symmetry. Okay, symmetry. When a two object looks identical shape, it's called symmetry. And types of symmetry will be, first one is the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is also known as axis of symmetry, isn't it? That we had already completed. What is line of symmetry and symmetry? Means explanation हो चुका है symmetry और line of symmetry. Then in today's video we are going to see about the rotational symmetry. As I told you, three types of symmetries are there. First is the line of symmetry, second is the rotational symmetry, isn't it? And third is the reflection symmetry. So this three symmetry we have to complete in this lesson. So in the previous video I had already explained you what do you mean by symmetry and as well as its mirror image, punch hole, all this I had explained you. So before starting the exercise, let's see what is rotational symmetry, reflection symmetry. So that can you say about the rotations of the blades of a ceiling fan. So we will take as an example of fan. Everybody of us, we are having a ceiling fan in our home, isn't it? So that ceiling fan is a best example of a rotational symmetry. How? Let me explain you. Do they rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, or do they rotate both the way? That depends on how the rotation of fan is. Always the fan is rotated in the form of either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Of course, dear student, it is always rotate. The blades of a ceiling fan always rotate in the form of clockwise directions, not in the both the way directions. Okay, if you spin the wheel of a bicycle, it rotates. Of course it can rotate, isn't it? It can rotate in either way. Means when we are having a wheel of a cycle, you people are having bicycles, when you are going to rotate the bicycles, it can rotate in the form of anti-clockwise as well as it can rotate in the form of clockwise also, isn't it? So it can rotate in either way, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Give three examples each for clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation. So can you give the three example of clockwise rotation? That is clock itself, isn't it? Fan itself. And anti-clockwise rotations, cycle wheel, car wheel, like that, isn't it? So when an object rotates, its shape and size do not change. Of course, when an object rotates means कोई भी object जब rotate करता है, जैसे example fan, when fan is going to rotate and we switch off the fan, does the fan's size changes? No, its size does not changes. So here it is said that when an object rotates, its shape and size do not changes. The rotations turn an object about a fixed point. When a fan is going to rotate, the fixed at the center is attached with the roof, isn't it? With the help of this center only it rotates. This fixed point is known as the center of rotation. What is the center of rotations of the clock? Hand of a clock. Think about it. So dear student, before starting the rotation have you understood? If let's take as an example of this fan. Suppose we are having a fan. How the fan looks? It looks like this, isn't it? At the center somewhere it is attached with the roof and wire is connected over here. So this center is known as center of rotation. Why? Because something is attached at the center and that will give energy to the blades, isn't it? That electrical energy is converted and given energy to this blade so that it can rotate clockwise. This one is a clockwise rotation. Anti-clockwise rotation, that means it will be opposite direction rotation. So that center is known as center of rotation. So clear everyone, what do you mean by center of rotation? The next we will see angle of rotation. The angle of turning during rotation is called the angle of rotation. A full turn known as, that means one complete circle, if we are going to rotate a fan and if we start from 0 to and complete one rotation if there will be, then how much the angle? Obviously a circle is having one complete rotation of a circle is having 360 degree. That means when fan is started rotating and complete its one rotation, it will also have an angle of 360 degree, isn't it? So that kind of angle is said to be angle of rotation. Have you understood what is center of rotation and angle of rotation? Okay, a full turn you know means a rotation of 360 degree. What is the degree of measures? The angle of rotation that depends on a half turns and a quarter turns. That means angle of rotation is mainly depends on two type of measures, degree of measures. First is the half turn and second is the quarter turn. Now I will explain you what do you mean by half turn and a quarter turn. Do you remember this one is a circle? Its center is this one. So its complete angle of a circle will be 360 degree. If we are talking about a fan started rotated clockwise and it completes one rotation and stop over here. So what will be the degree? It will be 360 degree, isn't it? So center is known as center of rotation and whatever the angle is forming is known as angle of rotation. Now here angle of rotation is depends on two. First is the half turn and second is the quarter turn. So suppose student, if we are having a circle, thus the circle is divided into two equal parts by its diameter. This is the line which is dividing the circle into two equal parts and this line is said to be as a diameter. Okay, so does this straight line divides the circle into two equal parts? Yes, it's divide the circle into two equal parts, that is 180 degree at the first part and 180 degree at the second part. So adding 180 plus 180 it will be 360, isn't it? So the diameter of a circle is going to divide the circle into two equal parts and that kind of division is said to be as half turn rotation of angle of rotation. Next I will explain you about the quarter turn. So if we are having a circle, okay, and the circle is divided by two diameters. This one is a diameter 1 and this one is the diameter 2, isn't it? As you know that a circle is having infinity numbers of diameters. Clear? So with the help of these two diameters of a circle, the circle is divided into four quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4, isn't it? So this type of division and what it will be, here I had told you about half turn, that means 180 degree, isn't it? So when we are talking about the quarter turn, it will be 90 degree always. Clear? Have you understood up to here? So half turn means rotation by 180, a quarter turn means a rotation of 90 degree. Clear? So here we had completed about the rotation. So dear students, symmetry is of three type. First is line of symmetry, second is rotational symmetry, then third one is a reflection symmetry. Line of symmetry is also known as axis of symmetry, that you have to note down and you have to know. Second, rotational symmetry is depends on center of rotation and angle of rotation. It is not type. Remember student that rotational symmetry does not have its type, but it depends on two conditions. First condition is center of rotation and second one is a angle of rotation. Then angle of rotation is of two type, that is a half turn is 180 degree and quarter turn, that means 90 degree. Clear up to here? So this is known as rotational symmetry. We can also see an example of the paper windmill. In the pictures look symmetrical, but you do not find any line of symmetry. Number of folding can help you to coincide the halves. So here is an best example of paper windmill is shown over the figure number 14.12. Here you can see, or if this figure is something hard for you, can imagine a plus sign, okay, and label it as A, B, C and D at all of four corners. So when we are going to rotate the first part 90 degree, here we are talking about the quarter turn, isn't it? So does the figure changes? That means the alphabet will be changes. A will be turned over here, B will be here, C will be here and D will be here. In the same way, how many turns it will take place to get back its original place? That is A, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is an example. Clear? So in this way, four position will be there. The angle will be 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree. Because of this, we can say that a rotational symmetry is of order 4. Why it is order 4? Because this cross is going to rotate and the angle of 4. 4 angles, that means first it rotate 90 degree, then it will be rotate how much, 180 degree, then 270 degree, and finally in order to reach its original position it is going to rotate 360 degree. Okay, first we are having A at the top, then when it rotates the 90 degree, here it is a 90 degree, and in order to here 90 degree, isn't it? Then in the second rotation A will be at down, so this will be 90 and this will be 90, isn't it? So 90 plus 90 it will be 180 degree. Then in the third position A will be here, so 90 plus 90 180, 180 plus 90 it will be 270 degree. Then in order to reach its original position, one more rotation it will be take place, so complete 90 plus 90 plus 90, so it will be 360. So how much the order of rotation will be? Here the rotational symmetry is of order 4. Clear everyone? So again one example is given here for by taking an example of a square. So for a square is also having 4 order of rotation, and angle of rotation will be, that is 90 degree. So here rotational symmetry is mainly depends on 4 circumstances. Remember that in order to find out, some questions is based on this, how to find the rotational symmetry in the following object, like that the question will be asked in the exercise. So while doing that question you have to memorize the 4 conditions. The first condition is the center of rotation is the center of the square or anything that means either a pentagon, hexagon. Okay, then second condition, the angle of rotation is always 90 degree, that means here we are talking the circumference about the particular object, that is square, so it should be 90 degree. Some of the polygons it can be 180 degree also. Suppose if we are going to take as an example of a rectangle, then the angle of rotation is 180 degree because it is having 2 line of symmetry, that's why. Okay, then third, the directions of rotation is clockwise. Obviously we are going through the clockwise, isn't it? And the order of rotation for the square is 4. Then for order of rotation, if we are talking about the rectangle, it will be 2. So the order of rotation, it depends on the angle of rotations of the figures. Clear everyone? Next exercise, before starting the exercise, last page of the book, that is point to be remembered, that we will go through, then one by one we will going to see the exercise. Okay, so here is the last page of your book. Here some summary short definition is being given. Okay, so a figure has line symmetry if there is a line about which the figure may be folded, so the 2 parts of the figure will be coincide, that I had explained you at the starting of this video, isn't it? So when the object, I will draw and show you. If I am having a square over here, okay, and a line of symmetry is being drawn on the square, and then this is the first corner and this is the second corner, first and second. When the second corner is overlap to the first corner, does the first corner is going to see? No, because we have to fold this, isn't it? Here like this, the folding of the square will be take place in such a way that the first corner will be coincide to the second corner. So this is the meaning of the first point. Now the second point, regular polygon have equal sides and equal angles, they have multiple lines of symmetry. Okay, then multiple line of symmetry, suppose for an example we are going to take a circle. Circle is an figure which is having multiple means infinity number of lines symmetry is possible in that. Many line of symmetry we can draw in the circle. Okay, then each regular polygon has as many lines of the symmetry. This we will study when we are going to see the exercise. A regular hexagon is having 6 line of symmetry, pentagon is having 5 line of symmetry, square is having 4 line of symmetry, equilateral triangle is having 3 line of symmetry. This we had already seen, isn't it? Next one is mirror reflection. I had drawn and shown you. One more example I will show you on the screen. Suppose we are going to draw a alphabet B, and when we are appearing this alphabet on the mirror, then how the B will be look? That means this B will be look as opposite, isn't it? So this is known as mirror image or a mirror reflection. This is the third type of rotational symmetry. This is the third type of symmetry. Okay. Now, rotation turns of an object about a fixed point, and that fixed point is known as center of rotation. When it depends on angle, it is known as angle of rotation. Clear? So, angle of rotation is mainly depends on two condition. That is the first, half turn rotation means it will be rotate in 180 degree. Then second will be a quarter turn means it will be rotate in 90 degree. Clear, student? So here, if after a rotation an object looks exactly the same, we say that it has a rotational symmetry. Obviously, if a best example we can take a ceiling fan. When a ceiling fan start rotating, when we switch on the fan and it start rotating, and after rotations after using of that ceiling fan we are going to off, it just comes its own original position. So that is the best example of a rotational symmetry. Clear? So order of symmetry we had already seen. So dear student, for today, thank you everyone. From tomorrow onwards we are going to start the exercise 14.1. So clear everyone? So for today, thank you very much.